name is Leopoldo Herrera. I was born in Mexico, in a town called Díaz Ordaz, on the border with the United States. When I was very little, we started coming here to cross the bridge, to work and looking for the American dream, right? And I arrived here in Houston when I was 17 years old, and we've been here ever since. I'm 65 and I'm very happy because up to here the Lord has been with me. We came to know the gospel through some brothers. I worked in a rice factory. About 12 years ago, I went back to Mexico, started a business. It went bad. We came back again and started working in scrap metal. Scrap metal is the recycling of metal, aluminum, bronze, copper, stainless steel, all kinds of metal that we recycle. People come, bring it to you, and buy it, and you resell it. And I was working with a man who is Jewish. The time came when he sold the company, and when he sold the company, well, I was out of work. I had about 35 workers. The manager told me, find an area for you to set up your business. And then I found a place in the yard, right? They were selling it for $1,250,000. We prayed to the Lord. I said, Lord, if this man will let me have it for $825,000, you agree. At last, the man would let me have it for $875,000. I said, sir, it is not much difference. 2 days later, he spoke to me and said, no, I already sold the land. I am not going to sell it to you. I began to cry like a child, and for some reason, God did not want me to. And about 2 miles from there, I found the place where we are now. 2 days after, I was going to sign the purchase papers. They told me that they were buying the property for 2.5 acres, that they were offering me $200,000. They bought 6.5 acres from me. With that, I paid everything that was owed on the property. I was left with $250,000. I wished him my tithe and my offering. I was left with $200,000. With that, I prepared the land, fenced it, put up a scale and a little office. I ran out of money. When we were going to start opening, the ton was about $830,000, $830 a ton. The Monday we went to open the office, the yard, the market price went to $30 a ton. That moment I told him it's nothing but the Lord's work. And we started to buy more machines that we needed, and it went up and up and up. Then a gentleman said to me, hey, and who is the partner? Do you have a partner here? I said, yes. What is his name? His name is Jesus. Oh, Mexican? I said, no, he's not Mexican, he's Jewish. Is that right? He said, yes. And then he says to me, after a while, he says to me, after about 30 minutes, he says, hey, aren't you talking to me about Jesus our Lord? I said, yes. He said, how much do I need to go to church? I testify what the Lord does when one is faithful in tithes and offerings. The Lord multiplied, He multiplied us. Now we have machinery, and people say to me, hey, but how did you do it? I said, the Lord took care of it. I didn't put in a single five. The Lord bought everything. And that is one of the things I always tell the brothers, that we must be faithful in returning the tithes and offerings. Why? Because the Lord does not lie, the Lord fulfills. It is like everyone else. We come looking for the American dream, but what I really found was God's dream, God's blessing. And I really knew the gospel here in the United States, and I have embraced it. Because in truth, since I met God, since I gave myself to Him, He has always taken care of me. He has blessed me. And not only me, but my family, my friends, all the people around me. Because what He gives me, I share with other people.